What's up, Will?
Yo, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Military History Chronicles, where today we'll just get into the conversation. What's going on out there in the world?
Oh,
A lot of stuff going on, man, especially
Oh.
compared to the last time we were on.
Yeah, kind of bloop overnight, really.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Oh, jeez.
What's up, Senior? What's up, Mo? I see Jim out there. Val Ramos. Appreciate you guys showing up.
That was a close one, Senior. That was a close one.
Oh, yeah, you guys. Who did you... What's up, Jim?
We almost got beat by the DM Spurs without Wembyama in the lineup.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Yeah.
Were they playing in sack?
Yeah. That would have been the worst thing ever.
Wow.
Get whipped by them in sack. Oh, jeez.
Would it be just as bad as getting beat by the Bulls?
Probably.
Yeah, kind of rough.
Yeah.
Anyways, here, let's just bring this up real quick, since this seems to be something that happened today, right? Sweden officially entered the NATO alliance. Kind of interesting. As you can see, the Baltic Sea is now it's basically the NATO lake, as they like to call it now.
Right.
The NATO lake. You know who's a little bit nervous about that, right?
Oh, yeah.
The good old Putin. You know what's funny?
Our best friend.
Let's see. But yes, Jim, I did watch the State of the Union. We'll get into it later, but not really a State of the Union. It's more just campaign speech, but that's pretty much all State of the Unions are anyways.
Oh.
Whatever. I don't take those too damn serious, to be honest with you. It's all a bunch of promises and, well, I shouldn't say promises, a bunch of wishes and hoping and yeah, whatever. It's not the same as it was in the past, where it had a little bit more substance, it seemed. I'm not going to say it was for sure, but whatever. But it's funny because Sweden historically have been what? A neutral country. What's up, Johnny? Thanks for showing up, man. I think that's kind of telling when you got a country that's been historically neutral, where they don't get involved in stuff. You got them entering NATO alliance.
Yeah.
I think that kind of tells it's telling me that Putin is misplaying his hand to a certain extent, because there's something else we could get into is the alliance is getting there are some signs of cracks, especially between France and Germany. They've been kind of going at each other here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, before I came on, I was reading a post that Macron somebody was saying, "Are you ready for Macron to start World War III?" Where were you when Macron started World War III? I guess they're popping off at each other.
They are popping off.
Well, I mean, as they should, because remember last time that frickin' chancellor, what was he? What
exactly.
Was he doing? Are you serious?
Exactly. And then this is kind of interesting. I saw this pop up today. France and Moldova signed a defense cooperation agreement today in Paris.
Interesting.
France will help Moldova with military training and intelligence sharing. Negotiations on which weapon systems Moldova will buy are to start in a few months. Negotiator. Okay, that was it. Interesting. I'm telling you, this Macron guy is he's stepping up to the plate. I got to give it to him.
Yeah,
if there's one thing that has kind of been synonymous with European nations here in the recent history is, they usually aren't so bold. Do I dare use the word brave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interesting. He's stepping up. I mean, it's to be honest with you, France is probably the last country I thought that would be doing this. I think it should. There's definitely a change happening.
Right.
There's a change happening. I think there's a few European countries, not all of them, but I think there's a few European countries out there that are understanding what the reality is over in Europe, and of course to their east with what what
Yeah, I
Russian
think
intentions are.
you'll see. It might be interesting to see this, but I think it's probably happening before our eyes. You might see France and Britain getting together, knowing that Germany is
Maybe.
kind of an outlier, that they're just not about it.
No, they're not. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with good old Schultz over there, but he's not necessarily showing strength, right?
No, if anything, he's taking a giant dump on these people. It's well, he's running through the ringer, obviously. I mean,
And I know, like I said, France and Macron and Schultz are kind of going back at each other, trading
Yep.
barbs.
Right.
That's not good. That's not very healthy for the alliance. I'm
No.
just saying that because Germany is a significant member. Of course, I think if them in lower Europe there, do they have the biggest military? Ooh, actually, I couldn't tell you.
In lower
Couldn't
Europe,
tell you. Maybe might be close.
might be
Maybe
close to
Poland. It
France.
might be Poland.
Actually, I think Poland might be the most armed out of all of them, especially now.
They're not
But
messing
especially
around.
Give them another 3 more years, like what they're doing with their GDP, and I'm sure Poland probably be one of the more larger dynasties, if you will, in that area as far as weaponry goes.
Wait, what's this? Trump is meeting with the leader of Hungary, Orban. Is he really? He's meeting with Orban.
Interesting. You gotta be careful with that.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. Where do you see that at, Senior? If you just let me know, I'll look for it.
Remember how much John Kerry got in the shit for doing what he was doing?
Oh my God! Speaking of John Kerry,
Yeah, that freaking fruit ball. God.
Oh my gosh!
Are you
Where
serious?
is it?
You got to play that. Just holy crap.
My God!
That was the worst thing I've ever seen since that one dude's like, "Oh, Guam might tip over. He put too many ships on it." Excuse me.
Damn,
The island of Guam
did I not
tip over.
Oh, did I not freaking
Hold on. Want me to send
like
it to
it?
you?
Yeah, send it to me, please.
Yeah, that was some freaking weirdness.
Gosh dang it! I thought I freaking gave it a like. I didn't. I think I just sent it. That's what I did. Yep. Damn.
I'll send it to your email.
Oh, I saw that, Tyler. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell. Someone isn't following their tech data. That's for damn sure. A tire just does not fall off the main landing gear of an aircraft. That just doesn't happen. Someone really screwed up.
Oh yeah, I'm
really
scared to fly. Scared to fly now, man. What's next? Your car gonna start falling apart as you drive it down the road?
It's lucky that tire didn't kill anyone.
Oh my God, man. That is just ridiculous.
There we go.
A plane engine on a Boeing plane landing near Houston. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, Idiocracy was a documentary. That movie, Idiocracy, no, that wasn't a movie, man. That's real life.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna get rid of that little byline. So you guys tell me, you guys tell me what's wrong with this real quick. This is a speech given by John Kerry. I think it was today, right?
Yeah.
I think it was today, right?
Yeah. He looks like a vampire.
He does. He looks bad. A lot of plastic surgery. John Kerry, who is the U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate. Okay? For climate. Oh my God. This is so bad.
Hey, what's up, Benji?
What is up, Benji? All right, here we go. This is John Kerry, by the way.
God, look, he looks.
To be able to make enormous changes if it really wanted to. I mean, if Russia has the ability to wage a war illegally and invade another country, they ought to be able to find the effort to be responsible in the climate issue. And
well, let's go. Shoehorn climate change, man.
I'll finish it. So let me get this right. So Russia, when invading another country, they should keep in mind climate change. You guys, I can't make this up. This is look, I can't make this up. All right, here we go.
Unfortunately, because of the actions that Russia took in an unprovoked, illegal war against another nation.
Got it.
We have not been engaged in discussions with Russia, sadly. I say sadly because it's a loss for the world not to be able to have Russia acting constructively on this issue. But we need every country, including Russia. Russia is one of the largest emitters in the world. If Russia wanted to show good faith, they could go out and announce what their reductions are going to be and make a greater effort to reduce emissions now. And maybe that would open up the door for people to feel better about what Russia is choosing to do at this point in time.
Holy shit.
That is absolutely the most ridiculous statement I think I've ever heard.
So, if I was a reporter, I'd ask him this. So, if Russia did that, the war would be okay then, right? Would you be okay with the war?
Can you believe that? He's saying people would feel better about Russia's invasion of Ukraine if they took
Holy
climate
shit.
change seriously.
Yeah, shoehorn that no matter what they remember. It used to be called global warming, and that was a bunch of bullshit. So now they call it climate.
They got to climate change.
They got to call it climate change now because obviously the climate does change.
Is there climate change? Absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
But
no
whatever.
shit. But
So think about this. He actually says this. This guy is the special envoy, right, for climate under the Biden administration. This is the guy that literally said people would feel better about Russia if they took climate change seriously.
yeah, well, oh man, that's what we got in our government right now.
Yeah, and that guy did run for president. Matter of fact, I shook the guy's hand when he came through Kuwait. It was funny. I couldn't stand him, but I did it for a joke for my family. I was like, well, look who I shook hands with today. It's funny when I went to, no one else, okay, everyone was taking pictures with him, right? And I stuck out my hand. Hey, I'll shake your hand. And he looked at me like, why are you sticking your hand out? It's like, it's a handshake, man. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Aren't you supposed to be a sign of respect and just, being cordial?
One of the citizens there, my friend.
Yeah, he looked at me like, hey, you ain't worthy a freaking handshake. I was only a tech sergeant. Whatever. It is what it is.
I remember when I met Arnold, he goes, hello.
Yeah, you met
Arnold. Walked away.
That was it, huh?
That was about it.
I also saw Dave Letterman came through when I was over there. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
Donald Rumsfeld came through there at the time. It was pretty cool.
Rumsfeld's a good speaker.
Let's see what else.
He's a pretty
What
good
did I want to
speaker.
see? Oh, yeah, this is quite interesting, guys. Let's get into this a little bit. There's some warnings going out there by both the United States and the United Kingdom talking about a terrorist attack that may occur in Russia. This is Jay in Kiev says U.S. Embassy Moscow warning of imminent terror attacks in Russia. With Putin's quote-unquote election only days away, it sounds like he'll blow up some things and then blame it on the good old Ukraine, us, and the European Union, just like he did in 99. Okay, guys, to put in context, what happened back in 1999, this is when he was just the foreign minister. He wasn't the president at the time in Russia. It was still Boris Yeltsin. What happened was, okay, Senior, I'll get to that here in a minute. Just can you let me know what the maybe send me a text? Let me know where you found that at so I can bring it up. But anyways, in 1999, what was happening is the breakaway republic, I guess you would say, of Chechnya.
Oh yeah,
Remember Chechnya?
Well, that was in Northern Ireland for quite a while.
Well, there were some terrorist attacks that were happening inside Russia, and of course, Russia was blaming Chechnyans for the bombs. Well, I guess there was another bombing that was supposed to take place, and people were calling in saying, "Hey, there's a suspicious vehicle out here with men carrying bags." Lo and behold, guess who those men belong to? The FSB. FSB is what is today is
KGB.
In the past was the KGB, exactly. Yeah. So basically, it was a false flag. And what they're saying is, it's possible that this may happen again, where there's a bombing or a terrorist activity that happens in Russia, and then of course Russia's going to blame Ukraine and of course the United States and the EU. So that's interesting. That came out today.
Well,
Just straight from the U.S. Embassy.
don't be surprised.
Security alert.
Don't be surprised if it actually is us, because we do that stuff. We wholeheartedly do, 100%.
Yeah, there's that secret school shit that goes on.
Just throwing it out there. Just
You
give me
never
some
know.
credence
You'll
to it.
never know. That's the problem.
That's the thing. You'll never know if it's really them or not. There's, I mean, I wish I could have.
But
been
it
my
is
dad.
also Putin, though.
That's true. My old man. So back in the day when he was a CTT in the Navy, cryptologic technician, they used to have this thing called the Bible, and it was all printed out on all Bible paper because it was meant to be destroyed after you read it. And it had all of the previous day's classified events in it that happened all around the world. And could you imagine reading that? That's the only thing. That's the only way you would ever find out what's really going on.
Wow.
But would you want to know what really happens around the world? It might turn your hair freaking white.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Eric, we could get into that too. China's still doing their things over there in the Philippine Sea.
Oh, they're always
Yeah, we'll get into that.
the Houthis.
Oh, they actually killed people on the ship.
A couple of
3
British
people.
sailors.
Yeah. So what's going on? And what's going on in the Red Sea, guys?
So I did some digging on this a little bit. I was reading today. Really good guy by the name of Ward Carroll. Check this guy out if you guys want to on YouTube. Former Navy pilot. He was saying that since November there's been 4,000 Houthi attacks. 4,000.
Oh, you know what else they're doing? Not only are they attacking ships. Here, let me bring this up, but they're also along the Red Sea and then going off to the Gulf of Aden. There's underwater communication cables, and I think if I'm not
they cut the
mistaken,
cable. Yeah,
yep, 4 of them.
yeah.
I guess there's 25 altogether, but the Houthis, okay. Is it really the Houthis or is it Iranian?
There was
Do the Houthis have the capability to go deep sea fishing, if you will, and go cut cables? Yeah, that's interesting. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on over here in the Red Sea. It seems like there's they keep hitting them, but they keep launching. So what's going on? What's the real deal out here? And I heard over here in the Eastern Mediterranean, the USS Baton has left the Mediterranean or the eastern part of the Mediterranean. So maybe they're starting to head back home. And then did you hear? I guess we're going to build a temporary port in Gaza, right? Something like that.
Nothing could go wrong there at all. Oh man, that just sounds like Beirut all over again.
I was just thinking about that. If you guys don't know what Beirut is about, we sent a bunch of Marines into Beirut because there was, of course, a bunch of fighting going on over there. It's almost, I don't know if it's the same players, but kind of the same thing, right? Terrorists, all this other crap. What happened eventually is the Marines had a barracks in Beirut, and it got blown up by a suicide truck driver. Killed, what was it, over 200 Marines, right?
Yeah. Oh, 230. Yeah.
Something like that. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Supposedly it's to alleviate the humanitarian crisis that's happening in Gaza. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen with that. But I find it interesting that you're pulling out Marines who may be needed if you're going to decide to build a port there. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you.
There's also Marines in Haiti now too.
Yeah, what's going on in Haiti?
It's taken over by these. They call them. I was doing some research on it. They're called Boakwale. In Haiti, that means. Well, I'm not going to tell you what that means. Look it up yourself.
Fair
you
enough.
will be surprised. But they have these gangs out there who is. They take over the country, literally. Roving gangs. I guess it's been this way for a while, kind of like a civil war.
I think it's been I think it's been that way for quite a while.
They've been very volatile ever since that major earthquake. And they were volatile before that, too. But yeah, it's getting wild over there. So I guess we have Marines there. I don't know what the hell they're exactly doing.
Are they They must be in the capital, right?
They've got to be in Port-au-Prince,
Yeah.
probably trying to keep the power in place.
Yep.
Whatever the hell that means in quotes, right? Keep the power in place.
Goodness gracious, man. I mean, hold on. Let me see what else. Let me stop sharing that one. What else do I got in here? Oh, jeez. Well, here, let's look at this real quick. Don't know the veracity on this, but let me get this here. Bring this there. Xi Jinping today called on the country's armed forces to coordinate preparations for a military conflicts at sea.
Oh, cool.
Oh, boy. And then, hold on, to go with that, Mr.
This
Schultz,
freaking clown. Hold on.
Sergeant
Oh,
Corbin
he's got
Schultz,
stripes, huh? Piece of fucking shit. So,
a U.S. Army intelligence analysis with the 506th Infantry Regiment at Fort Campbell in Kentucky was arrested by the FBI today on 6 counts of conspiracy and bribery after he is alleged to have sold state secrets, which include information on the defense of Taiwan, the war in Ukraine, air defenses, and the U.S. Army's M124 high mobility artillery rocket system, also known as HIMARS, to Chinese agents for over $42,000.
Yeah. This take those stripes off, punk.
Unbelievable.
You have no right to wear those damn chevrons.
Now, look, guys, there is precedent here. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. There's precedent. This has happened quite often. Yes, traders are the worst, Benji. Absolutely. Especially when you're selling it out for money. You know, come on. You took an oath to defend and serve, right? And you're not doing either when you're sitting there taking money to give your enemy information that they don't need to have. But this isn't uncommon, man. Who was that Navy guy, that civilian? He gave up a bunch of stuff. What was his name? I can't remember. There's that FBI agent too. I know there was a movie made on him.
Well, there was a couple of Chinese that were actually in the Army who were giving secrets away too. Then you have obviously that one fruit bowl, Bradley Manning.
Yes.
I got a couple. I actually told a story about Bradley Manning on here a few months back. My buddy was a corrections officer there at Leavenworth while Bradley Manning was there.
Let me see. Why? So there was come on. I'm trying to look up information and they're showing me there. I guess there's a TV series called The Traitors.
You know, here's the thing too, and I'm not justifying this guy's actions by any means. And I honestly, being a fellow NCO in the Army, I want to kick this guy's ass. I want to do really nasty things to this guy, in a very hurtful way. However, a lot of times what's happening here, these intelligence agents, they're looking for somebody who they groom these guys, right? They groom them. They kind of find the weaker ones. They kind of find their way to wedge their way in, you know, start planting those seeds in these guys' minds. One of the things in the military, now, was this guy married at all? Do we know? I mean,
oh no.
You know, you don't make a whole hell of a lot of money. There's a lot of guys who are in debt. You don't have the brightest bulbs, so to speak, especially in the Army. So you got guys who are, leveraged out the ass when it comes to debt, buying cars with, 25% APR on them, getting shitty credit cards or whatnot. So anyways, when you wave 42 grand in someone's face like that, it makes it that much easier, I suppose. It shouldn't be that way, but it happens all the freaking time.
And they use they use money, all that stuff to the Lord, and you're making yourself vulnerable.
And they prey on the weaker minded, and they prey on the people who have something they can leverage against. So
absolutely. All right, here we go. Here's 4 American traitors more destructive than Benedict Arnold. Here's this first guy. John Anthony Walker. Worked with the U.S. Navy's secretive
right.
submarine force and came to manage the submarine's entire communications network. Long career, seemingly excellent service. He was promoted quickly and given top secret clearance, along with access to the Navy's most sensitive information. Living a playboy lifestyle caught up with him. And faced a mounting debt, he walked into the Soviet embassy and offered his services to the Russian or to the Soviets. Over the course of more than 20 years, he gave away more than 1 million decrypted secret messages, the code keys to deciphering more messages, the location of American nuclear submarines, and the entire planning and operational guides to the ongoing war in Vietnam. The KGB spy also recruited friends and family members into his growing spy ring, all for his own monetary gain. In the end, his wife, daughter, who failed to recruit, gave him up to the FBI. McQuiggan Walker was finally apprehended aboard the USS Nimitz, caught red-handed with a trove of classified information.
Yeah.
He had to be escorted under guard to keep him safe from sailors and Marines who wanted to dole out their own punishment.
Should let him do it.
Walker was convicted, had a life sentence, and ended in custody. Aldrich Ames. Here's another guy. CIA. Ames was almost a lifelong CIA employee. First coming to the agency doing clerical work in high school. After a brief stint in Turkey and elsewhere as an operative, he turned to CIA headquarters stateside and began working for the Soviet East European Division. Along the way, he developed a noticeable drinking problem, picked up an expensive mistress. His debts began to add up and was placed on the Soviet counterintelligence mission.
There you go. Keyword.
Yep. Let's see. Gave him more information, more money. Gave up names to counterintelligence assets and operations that the KGB rolled up in a hurry.
Yeah. This guy actually killed people.
This exactly. This guy had people killed.
Yep.
He was $4.6 million. Compromising the lives of countless informants. Aaron Burr. James Wilkinson. I wanted to get more into who's the FBI guy?
Ooh.
Hold on one second. There's an FBI guy that was caught.
Yeah, Kyle, that's a big thing amongst the junior troops is financial responsibility. In fact, in my unit, you were not allowed to purchase a vehicle unless you talked to your platoon sergeant first. Yeah, we called our platoon sergeants in the Army platoon daddies, but you didn't call them that to their face, though. That's how you get your ass kicked.
Let's see. Oh, remember the Rosenbergs?
Yes.
They were sent to the electric chair.
That was a big one.
That was a big one. A husband and wife worked for the Soviet Union, had to do passing secrets about the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
They both saw the electric chair.
Old Sparky got him, man. Ride the lightning.
Yep. Trying to find, where's that guy? Robert Hansen.
That freaking, yep.
That guy. Nice. See, hold on. Here we go. So there is definitely a history of this kind of stuff happening. In 1976, Robert Philip Hansen swore an oath to enforce the law and protect the nation as a newly minted FBI special agent. Instead, he ultimately became the most damaging spy in the Bureau history. 2001, he was arrested and charged with committing espionage on behalf of Russia and the former Soviet Union, using the alias
that's right.
Ramon Garcia.
Look at him. Yeah, that's Ramon right there, right?
Yep. In exchange for $1.4 million in cash, bank funds, and diamonds. They use dead drops. That's a thing that the KGB used to use. Information delivered compromised numerous human sources, counterintelligence techniques, investigation, dozens of classified U.S. government documents, and technical operations of extraordinary importance and value. He was a counterintelligence agent.
Yeah.
In the 1990s, after the arrest of Aldrich Ames, which was the other guy, the Navy guy, FBI and CIA realized that a mole within the intelligence community was still sharing classified. You know how they knew there was a mole? The guys working for the U.S. and Russia were starting to go missing.
Oh, that's right. This is
That's how they know that someone's giving them up. Why is our spies getting
our spies are getting swacked?
Liquidated? Yeah, exactly. let's see. At a turning point in 2000, when FBI were able to secure original Russian documentation of an American spy who appeared to be Hansen. The ensuing investigation would confirm the suspicion. Look, here's the bridge. That's where they had the dead drop. What happened is they would drop stuff like in the,
Yeah.
and then they'd walk away, and then a Russian would come by a little bit later and pick it up. That's a dead drop. That's making it simple. Hansen was set to retire, so they had to move fast. The goal was to catch Hansen red-handed. Let's see. Let's see. Had opportunity to say no, shut the door. They're just talking about how they caught him. But yeah, there you go.
You got a crap ton of money and dimes.
I'm
Hope it was
telling
all
you,
worth it.
it's just. I mean, this is something that's happened throughout, unfortunately, our history. You know, I'm sure it's also helped in. It's also being done in other countries, of course, but.
Oh, 100%.
But it's just when you see it happen in our own country, you're just like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, especially, I mean, I think, you know, I think for us, it hurts the worst when you see someone actually wearing the uniform do something
Exactly.
like that.
And I think Hansen,
That was
he
an
did
NCO too. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. What are your favorite spy novels? You know, I never.
Oh man, I got
You
one.
know
in my
what's
bedroom.
a good? Oh, do I even have it? Hold on one second. Let me look. Give me a minute.
Yeah. I got one in my bedroom. Let me. There was a. Is this it? Make sure this is the right one. I have a book on the KGB that was written by Oleg Gordievsky. He was one of the chiefs of intelligence for the KGB. He defected to England, and he barely got out of Russia with his life. He was counter spying and all that stuff. He became a defector, and that book is about that thick, and he lays out everything the KGB did, and what he experienced when he was in the KGB. That's a freaking awesome book.
What's it called?
It's called KGB. And
Gosh dang it! That's the book I got.
Oh shit! Yep, that's the best damn book on the planet.
I can't find it though. I think I have it up in the attic.
Yeah, it's in my bedroom. It's a big old thick
It's a
one
big,
with the hammer
big
and
old
sickle.
thick red book. There it is, right
Hammer
here.
and
Hold on.
sickle.
This is it, right? Yes,
Yeah.
right here.
Oleg Gordievsky.
Yes, Oleg
Former
Gordievsky.
KGB chief.
Yes, that's fantastic book.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude, he barely got out of Russia alive. What they did to get him out of there was amazing.
I know.
Yeah, you guys got to get that book. If you could get in hardcover, I would get in hardcover because
I got it.
It belongs on your shelf. It definitely belongs on your shelf. Amazing book.
Here it is, right here.
It's like the Bible of the KGB right there.
It was fantastic. Matter of fact, because they captured him and they put
did.
the juice in them.
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
That's the one I have.
KGB. Yep, same one I
Great,
got.
great book. Gosh,
Oh
I
my
read
God.
it years ago, though.
Yeah, same here. I actually, now this reminds me I need to reread that one again.
I know. It's a really good book, though.
but yeah,
if you really
they
want to
did it-
know about, because they actually, what's fantastic is this guy. He's a colonel in the KGB,
Yeah.
and he got into the archives of the KGB. He went all the way back to when it was the Chechnya,
Yeah.
or no, the Cheka. The Cheka, that's the name that they gave the quote unquote secret police when the Soviet government come about, and then it was the NVB and the NVK and all this. He went through the whole history of how, we'll just say the KGB, its inception, and then everything that he did during that time. It's fantastic.
Oh my God. Yeah. You can't
Fantastic.
get any better account of what was going on during the Cold War than really that. I mean, that's horse's mouth right there.
Yep.
Tracker Shardo. Hope you're hope you're not drunk this time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, definitely worth the money on that one. It
Yes.
belongs on your shelf.
It does. It's a fantastic book. If you want to know about, it's not a novel. It's like it's legit.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
not.
It's not
It's definitely
storytelling.
no. It's not a novel by any means. That's a real shit. I mean, and you can make several movies out of what that guy was talking about. I mean, and they would
Right.
make really good movies too.
Yep. Let's see what
God.
we got here.
Yeah, they put the truth serum and everything in him.
The truth serum. Yep.
Oh man, and he
That's- and
knew
then
it was
that-
going. And he knew what was going on.
Oh, he knew it was up.
Yeah.
Yep.
God. Whew. Got to reread that one.
What do we got here? Oh, that was another thing. Did you see the Russians try to hit Zelensky?
And was it
They
the
almost killed the Greece prime minister.
Yeah, the Greek prime minister. They
minister.
were launching airstrikes while they were speaking. Yeah.
200 meters away where that missile
Yeah.
landed. Wow. Doesn't surprise me. Not to try to get Zelensky, but if you killed a Greek, if they killed the Greek,
Oh, if you would
know
have
what that
killed the
means?
Greek, he would have dragged him right into the war right there. That
You
was
know what that
World
means,
War
right?
53.
guess what Greece is? A NATO member.
Oh yeah, they're a NATO country.
Get
World
ready
War
for
III.
World War III.
World
So
War
I don't
III.
know if that was a legitimate hit to try to get him, or if that was just because they just launch missiles indiscriminately into Russia or into Ukraine. But I don't know. Whew. Whew. Interesting. Yes,
Oh.
Benji, Article 5, correct. That's what it means.
You know, as far
You know,
as
there's
spy
still-
novels,
There are still ongoing debates, the whole, how much of your GDP do you need to invest into NATO? And it's unique because I've seen a couple of arguments, it's hard to set a quote unquote baseline, but they do need to start. There's certain NATO countries that need to step up.
Right.
Some of them have, but there's others, especially kind of, I guess, the people who are taking serious in what Russia do is all the Eastern European, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, the Czech Republic. That Czech president is not messing around either.
no,
He's out there trying to drum up money to build more artillery rounds for Ukraine. So yeah, they understand. They have felt the hand, or I should say, the heavy Russian hand of what can happen when their countries are threatened by Russia. No
Oh,
doubt
yeah.
about it.
yeah,
So I find that unique. I mean, there's a lot, and then of course, over here, I don't know where it was, but where was that? There was a shoal out here somewhere where the Philippines are trying to replenish some of their boats or something out there, and then the Chinese Coast Guard showed up, started spraying them with water cannons, damaged a bunch of ships.
yeah.
This is picking up.
You gave him the
picking up
well
over
war
here.
treatment.
Yeah. I mean, and now, like I said, you had Xi come out today saying, preparations for a military confrontation at sea. Johnny, what's going on in Greece? Nothing's going on in Greece, but the Greece, is it either the foreign minister or the prime minister, one of those two, was meeting with Zelensky in Ukraine. And
They were literally
Odessa?
giving a speech. They were literally giving a speech to the public, and then there you go. They were getting airstrikes coming on them.
So yeah, that could have been bad.
Oh
If
yeah,
I
that
did
could-
3 months vacation. Yeah,
yeah. They also take a 3-hour lunch break. So do the Germans
don't
too.
even get me started on that. It's weird. You know why they could do that though? You know why a lot of these damn European countries can do that?
Man,
Because they don't have to pay a
What the-
defense bill.
well, there's
And
that.
why don't they have to pay a defense bill? Because of the United States. That's why.
Yeah, they take
That's
3-hour
why-
lunch breaks,
and-
Benji.
And
They
that's why you
clo-
got to be careful.
Everything closes down. They go to lunch for 3 hours. You can't go. There's no shops open. They'll go
Nope.
to lunch.
Nope. Oh, I
Yeah,
used
well-
to hate it even when we're in Germany. If you wanted to get gas anytime after 7:00, forget about it.
No, have fun.
All the gas stations. There's no 24-hour 24-hour gas stations in Germany,
Isn't everything closed on Sundays too?
and everything's closed on Sundays.
So I
Yes.
thought,
Oh, it was a mess, man. So if you didn't have any gas, you ain't going nowhere. You were going nowhere, man.
shit out of luck.
Yep. Maybe along the Autobahn you might get lucky, but if you're just in town, forget about it.
The only other country that works anywhere, well, actually, they work harder than us is Japan.
All Japanese, they work.
They work themselves to death.
Yeah.
We do too. though.
Not right now, Shadow. But gosh, what else? Oh yeah, so we got the Chinese. Of course, like I said, Sweden showed up. Where's this at? I have the clip.
Good old. How do they pronounce Sweden in Swedish? Sverige.
Sverige?
Sverige, Swedish. Svenska is Swedish and Sverige is Sweden.
We're gonna see where this at here.
I know I don't look like it, but I'm part Swedish. Could you imagine?
Yeah,
me
I guess
telling
they said
somebody that?
India actually helped save some of those sailors.
Good on them, man.
They've been doing a lot.
Hey,
The Indian
you know
Navy's
what?
been doing a lot.
Modi is actually a pretty decent prime minister. He didn't really mess around too much.
Yeah, they definitely. And you know what? You need to have those. You need to have them as an ally.
Yeah,
Let's check this out.
it's because I am, Jim.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This was, I think, was it either today or yesterday? Over Stockholm, Sweden.
Stockholm.
Tell me if you can tell what these are.
Oh, that's a damn U2. Well, looks like a U2. See from the wingspan on that sucker. Well, never mind. It's definitely not U2. But that is most definitely B-52 and a damn B-1.
Yes, it is.
And an F-16.
Flying over Stockholm, Sweden. They're escorted by 2 Swedish Gripens. Welcome to NATO.
I was
You
going
get
to
to have
say,
this at your disposal now.
the old 52. Man.
They're probably like, what in the hell is that?
What is this big-ass UFO looking thing flying over here? Never
Exactly.
seen one of those before.
I don't know what the hell the B-52 was venting out of its right wingtip, but pretty cool.
They use a different fuel now from what they had back in the 70s, right? Because I remember watching the
It
old
was
videos.
JP4 back in those days.
Yeah,
Now
you could see the
now
diesel
it's,
fumes just shooting out the back of the 52's engines.
yeah, it's JP8 now, but JP4 was a
JP.
lot more kerosene. I mean, JP8 still is, but it's still got some. They also got some other like special additives for the JP8, and it's
Did you ever have a fuel card?
oh yeah, you
Yeah.
get those
Yeah.
for the GOV. Yeah, for GOVs.
The old
Absolutely.
fuel card, man.
All right, well there you go. B-52s and B-1s flying over Stockholm, Sweden. Hey, thanks, Benji. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, right on, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys. What do you guys want to talk about now? Unless you got something. Do you got something, Will, that you want to hit up?
Oh, not really. We covered pretty much everything that's
Yeah, we pretty
happened
much did.
so far. Oh, Johnny T was asking about spy novels.
Oh.
Honestly, I think for spy novels, probably the best ones probably out there, probably the James Bond books. And the reason why I say that is because those books are loosely based off of Christopher Lee's experience in the OSS. And
Is it
Christopher
really?
Lee was that dude was a badass. Yeah, he was part of the OS. He did a lot of things outside of being a great actor and an opera singer and a metal guitarist and the guy from Lord of the Rings. he was part
there
of
you
the
go.
OSS. In fact, there is a famous. So he used to tell his stories when he was a spy in Italy, and that's how the James Bond started getting around. It was kind of
Interesting. What's up, Chase?
There is actually there's a story that's been told by people who worked with Christopher Lee, There was a movie he was doing where he had to stab somebody, and the guy was to yell out in pain. And Christopher Lee says, "No, that's not how it happens. In real life, they don't yell in pain; it takes their breath away."
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Right, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, it does make sense. I mean, that guy, Christopher Lee, was a kind of a bad dude. He was also a tall MFer as well.
Yeah.
About
Benji
6'4",
says,
so.
he goes, I should teach Aaron. Dude, I love that. Was when I was a kid,
Oh,
all the way up to now, man. I'm telling you, I was a huge aviation man. I joined the damn Air Force. So I mean,
yeah, I'm a space nerd, man. I didn't join the Army first. I joined the Navy to be a pilot, and I wanted to be a pilot, and it didn't work out, so I joined the Army. But
I would have loved to be a pilot, but I sucked at math. So, well, there you go.
I did too. I got in, but you know what? I scored all 7s on my ASTB, my Aviation Selection Test Battery, which the next highest score would be all 8s. So I pretty much killed the damn thing. The spatial ace perception part's the one that you really need to ace.
Mr. Collins show. Yeah, you can. We'll have another one soon there, Chase, over there at NorCal. Thoughts on the steady? I'm not going to even really get into it. It was a whole lot of just a lot of just blustering and nothing. When he first was speaking, I was like, what the hell? Are we getting ready to go to war? That was really, coming out invoking Theodore Roosevelt. And I was like,
that guy goes everywhere, man. Next thing you know,
then he immediately went to January 6th. And I was like, man, whatever. I see where this is going.
Oh, January 6th. Yeah, the great.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna even.
Speaking of aerospace, talk some aerospace.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Well, no, you probably know more about it than I do. I was gonna go grab some Apollo stuff real quick.
Oh, go for it.
Somebody wants to see some cool stuff I got.
Yeah.
I inherited my grandfather's Apollo program stuff. So
that's awesome. Yeah, if you want to grab it, go for it.
I've got some cool.
I'll wait till you get back and I'll start talking about. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going like 5 feet away, actually.
All right. Oh, there you go. Johnny says The Terminal List by Jack Carr is an awesome book. Interesting.
Okay. How do I get this to show up properly?
Oh, I think you put your hand behind it or something. And ooh, what's that?
That is a lunar module lapel pin.
Oh, look at that. That sure is.
When you work on the Apollo program lunar module, you got one of those.
No kidding.
Yeah, my grandfather actually gave us to me before he passed away. He gave us to me when I was like 10 years old. He knew I was into space and stuff, and so he gave it to me then.
That's badass, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Heck yeah. Speaking of which, we're going to go into space stuff. Mark your calendars, guys. March 14th, March 15th, or March 18th. SpaceX's Super Heavy is supposed to launch. IFT number 3 is supposed to launch either on the 14th, 15th, or the 18th. If I'm not mistaken, the launch windows, I think the launch window opens either at 7 or 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Sweet. So if you guys want to watch something really amazing, the largest rocket ever built is going to try to go orbital on March. They're going to start it on March 14th. Check out NASA Space Flight or Everyday Astronaut or what is it? Space Padre. I like NASA Spaceflight myself. That's just me. That's just my preference. But there's a bunch of YouTube channels out there you guys could check out. If you want to watch it, they'll cover it live. 7:30 starting on March 14th. They usually have a 2-hour window. So if they can't get it up on the 14th, then they'll try to launch it on the 15th. If they scrub on the 15th, then they're going to try again on the 18th. But they've been having some pretty good luck in getting it. When they did integrated flight test number 2, they are actually able to get it right off the bat. So I'll definitely be showing some footage of that come, what is that, about a week from today? A week from today.
If you have Hulu, it'll be on the NASA channel.
Yeah, and it will be on NASA or SpaceX as well.
Mhm.
SpaceX will have it. It's fantastic stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, I couldn't tell you that. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I'm kind of out of. Well, I'm not too out of touch. I know a few troops that are still in, and I know their opinion. It's not
To
a
be
good
honest
one.
with you,
Um,
when I was in, you really didn't pay. You just had to do your job. You weren't really
didn't-
paying.
you know what, man?
Too much. The
I didn't
only
remember-
time where it got is if there was severe budget cuts and stuff like that.
That's
the
when
only
we
time.
started bitching and moaning. Okay,
Yes.
you're gonna hold our pay back. Oh, we got this. We got a government shutdown, so we can't go do our jobs now. We got to sit around and do safety stand downs all damn day. Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah.
Stuff like
when they started, because I was in when they were doing BRACs, so a lot of people were concerned. If you're at a base that was vulnerable, then you're looking to maybe get a PCS order somewhere else. For me, heck, I had to get out of the Air Force because they were reducing the size of the force.
Well, that's the other thing.
I got force retired.
When I was in my first go around, I mean, the biggest concern was trying to get promoted, because you would open, you get the Army Times and you go find your line scores in there for your MOS. Oh, maxed out. Oh, maxed out. Oh, it's maxed out. It's like, okay, unless you got a Medal of Honor, you're not getting promoted.
Exactly. Speaking of novels, hey, Red or Johnny, because you just said Red Metal. If you like really good novels, you can't go wrong with Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy, yes. I was gonna
Hunt for Red October. Read Red Storm Rising. Holy crap! Because they get into espionage and type of stuff. Not necessarily with Red Storm Rising. Basically, that's about World War III. But you get into the other ones like Without Remorse and Clear and Present Danger and Sum of All Fears. That gets into a lot of quote unquote espionage, but also, special forces type stuff. Fantastic. Rainbow Six. Man, really good books. Tom Clancy.
If you want to read some true blue kind of stuff like that, also check out Hunting the Jackal by Billy Waugh.
Hunting the Jackal.
Founding member of Delta Force, a member of the CIA Special Operations Group.
There you go.
Samsung TV. No, on Hulu would be the NASA channel. I don't think Samsung.
NASA, I'd watch it on YouTube. They should have their own YouTube channel. You've been looking for some political novels, like what kind? Like Secret Squirrel stuff, war.
There's that book about the Bay of Pigs incident was pretty. Cuban Missile. No. The one about the Cuban Missile Crisis is pretty good.
13 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Watch Chuck Norris and Delta Force. It's legit.
Chuck Norris.
What else we got here? Hold on. What else?
Never really a big Chuck Norris guy. I did watch or
wasn't a big
Ranger.
Yeah.
I used to my grandfather used to have it on in the back room. I used to go in there and watch it with him every once in a while. That's about it. Walker, Texas Ranger. So he likens himself to old Franklin Roosevelt, huh? What
espionage? Ooh, espionage. That KGB book, like we talked about, I don't think he was here.
Oh yeah, that KGB book is. If you want to read about espionage, that is probably I would say it's almost like a Bible. That is a great book.
You know what's funny, Dan? Now that you mention that, because I kind of thought about that too, but I wasn't for sure. In January of 1941, we weren't really involved. Yeah, we were doing Lend-Lease and stuff like that. But
we were losing sailors, merchant marines, but yeah.
But we weren't in the war yet. We didn't get involved. We didn't get involved until after December of 1941. So I don't know why.
Were the Flying Tigers even a thing in Burma at that time?
Maybe.
I think they were in 1939
because it was a volunteer. It wasn't
volunteer, but we weren't directly involved in that per se.
Per se, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't, but FDR didn't declare war. We weren't even close to declaring war in January of 41.
No, and
So-
we wouldn't have declared war if we weren't attacked either.
You know, he didn't declare war until
You waited.
December of that year, you know?
Hmm.
So weird. Yeah, a little bit weird.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And
there was a lot of shouting, there was a lot of mumble and jumble, but whatever. I take it worth of a grain of salt, to be honest with you. Again, it's come on, it's an election year. He's going to say all the things he wants to say to the base. It is what it is.
Hey, you know what the cool part about? Well, I'm switching topics all of a sudden, but you know what the cool part about the weather changing and it's coming spring is air shows will be back.
Yes, air shows will be back. Man, it used to be so much better back in the 80s and the 90s, even in the early 2000s. My God, because you could go, Air Force bases used to have them all over the place.
Yeah,
And
all
they're free.
demonstrations. And the Navy too. Navy has demonstrations.
Navy,
as well.
yep, absolutely. Miramar had an air show. Been there. What do you call it? In Sunnyvale. What am I thinking? Moffett Field used to have an air show a lot. Mather, McClellan, Travis, Beale, because of the type of aircraft. But man, you could, and then of course you got the Sacramento, the what do they call that? The Capital City air show.
That's not too
pay for
bad.
that damn thing. Lemoore used to have an air show. Yep, I used to go there for air shows.
Yeah.
Gosh, what else?
I used to get a free
air
show,
shows, man. I used to go. God, when I was a kid, my dad, we would take in 3 to 5 air shows a year, minimum.
I remember. I think I was like 15 years old. I went out to McClellan, and I saw the F-117.
Oh yeah,
that was cool, man.
Mhm.
So how can that thing even fly, right?
You tell me.
It makes
That
no damn sense at all.
If it didn't have a damn computer helping it fly, yeah, forget about it.
Oh yeah. And the way this guy took off was just like straight up. I'm like, what? Excuse me. What's going on here?
Oh, here we
man?
go. I just found it. Here we go.
Hey, a great channel, by the way. If you guys are in air shows, subscribe to, I believe it's called EAA.
Oh,
And,
EAA. That's the Aeronautical Association.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
they live stream all the air
experimental.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Whale Wars.
This is it right here. Yep. The Philippines say it won't let China remove a Filipino military outpost on the disputed shoal. These are red lines for the Philippines to the armed forces. The Philippines will not allow China to remove a Philippine military outpost in a fiercely disputed South China Sea shoal. A Navy official said Wednesday, a day after 4 Filipino Navy personnel were injured in a confrontation between Chinese and the Philippine ships.
Interesting.
Philippine officials summoned a Chinese embassy diplomat in Manila to convey a strong protest over the confrontation Tuesday off the Second Thomas Shoal. Hold on. Let me do this. Just give me a minute here.
The Second Thomas Shoal.
Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'll get to that here in a minute. Let me finish this. A small Filipino Navy contingent has stood guard on the long marooned warship that has served as an outpost in the shoal since the 1990s. Washington issued a warning after Tuesday's hostilities that it is obligated to defend the Philippines, its oldest treaty ally in Asia. If Filipino forces, ships, or aircraft come under an armed attack anywhere in the South China Sea, Philippine Navy Commodore Roy Trinidad also said Filipino forces will not allow any structure to be erected in another hotly contested South China Sea area, Scarborough Shoal. Now I have to look up that one. China surrounded a vast fishing atoll northwest of the Philippines with Coast Guard and suspected militia ships in 2012 after a tense standoff between Chinese and Philippine ships. These are red lines for the Philippines to the armed forces, Trinidad said at a news conference in Manila when asked what Chinese actions would be unacceptable to the Philippines in disputed waters. Whew. Let me see what we got here. Delineated actions by China and any other rival claimant state would spark fierce Philippine resistance in the disputed sea. Wow, this is a huge article. Okay. So let's unbelievable, man. Share screen. Let's go back to the map. Second. Is Dan still in the chat? Yeah, there he is.
Did he really say that, D-Shot?
What?
Did that? Wow.
Oh, yeah,
man.
Whatever. We're not gonna even.
Oh.
Anyways, here we are. This is it right here. The second shoal, second Thomas Shoal. Look how close that is to the Philippines.
Pretty damn close, my friend.
Look how far that is away from China. Do you see what they're trying to do here, guys? That we're talking about China?
Well, that's right in the middle of a damn shipping lane, too, I believe.
Probably is. Let's see if we can see what this disputed area is. I don't know if we can. There we are. Here's ships. No. There we go. I don't know what ships those are.
So fishing
but see,
vessels.
They're blocking the entrance into the shoal. Interesting. Let me see something here. Paste.
Hey, Jim, you ever been to Table Mountain out there in Auburn?
Oh, and here's the other one. Almost just as far. Hold on 1 second. Almost just as far away from the Philippines, but further to the north.
Oh, so that's the other one.
This is the Scarborough. And this must be the inlet. Let's see, any ships over here? No, not there. Damn, why is it so damn dark? It zooms in or brightens up when you...
Oh, is that where it is, Jim? Keep forgetting. I have family out in Auburn. I always equate Table Mountain to Auburn, the meth capital of Fresno County.
So that's what you got going on over here in the Philippines. Philippines ain't liking it. Philippines are not liking it at all.
No, as they shouldn't. Oh, what happened, Chase?
You got put on timeout. Who put you in
What
timeout?
happened, dude? I don't think you said anything weird.
Who put you in timeout?
Probably an accident.
What the heck's going on? Hey,
Probably
Chase, who put you in timeout? Just let me know.
Played a match or two. Yeah, that thing's mush, man. Yeah, Johnny. It's like throwing water on bread. That's his damn brain right there.
It said moderator, huh?
That's probably just an accident. When you're on,
Yeah,
when
probably
you're on,
is. But
when you're on a cell phone and trying to talk and stuff, whatnot, sometimes it's easy. I mean, I've almost blocked several people on the NorCal Sports Channel. I'm like, what the hell? I don't want to block a person. What's going on here?
Yeah, it does happen. I gotta
so
fix
bueno.
this. Let me fix this here. Where the heck is this at?
Oh, that's gotta be fun. You know, it was cool, Chase. I stayed in San Diego for a little bit, and I had a view of Naval Air Station North Island, where the Nimitz and all that is all moored up, and then you get to see them take off every day. The F-18s, they practice their touch and goes. That's pretty damn cool. That's a free air show right there from your balcony. You get a nice hotel.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Benji. That's weird.
Yeah, it was an accident. Nobody meant to take you out there, my friend.
I'm gonna do this.
Hey,
if
tomorrow
I take you out the moderator, has nothing to do with you. I just want to make sure nothing like that happens.
Hey, we're facing old Benji's team here pretty soon, aren't we? The old Dodgers.
No offense, guys. Here, I'm just want to make sure we don't have weird shit happen. Okay, there we go. All right. Anyways, yeah, Philippines, guys. Woo. Don't know what this means, man. Sounds like
Well, I mean,
they're saying they're
that's,
crossing red lines.
that's quite the encroachment there.
Oh, it's right there.
I mean,
But
it's,
that's showing you. Look, we're talking not that far away from mainland or the Philippines here.
how far do you think it is from from Hong Kong there?
Oh, here, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this. Let me stop sharing. You know how I can do this? Google Earth, because you can put the measuring tape on it.
Oh, I'll get old La Jolla. I had plenty of fun experience. La Jolla, I used to hang around there. Pacific Beach, I was at Pacific Beach a lot. The ground comes up pretty fast, if you know what I'm saying. Oh man, I used to stay at the Banana Bungalow down there. Oh Jesus! If you are if you are a 20-something-year-old man, you listening to this, go to Banana Bungalow down at Pacific Beach and just hang out. You will have some fun.
Okay, where is this here? How do I adjust it?
I paid $25 a night for my room or something like that. I had a TV in and everything. Go Banana Bungalow. I was slumming it there for a little bit after college. Why the hell not? They got some good food down there for sure.
Let's do nautical miles. Okay, from the Scarborough Shoal, 470 nautical miles. Oh,
so wow, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna Google these shipping lanes real quick. I bet that's right freaking there, man.
Wouldn't surprise me. The other one here, let me clear this one. Where was that other shoal? It's further south. I know that. Yeah, it was really way over here. I think it was this. There it is, Second Thomas Shoal. Let me get this guy.
So that little area there where the shoals are, they call that the Lombok Strait.
Gotcha.
And that is a shipping lane.
The Second Thomas Shoal is 757 nautical miles from Hong Kong. But you know what? You also got over here, you got the Hainan. So that would be much closer, of course. I'm pretty sure the Chinese has probably got a damn Navy base there.
Holy hell. If you see what I'm staring at right now, it's amazing. I've never seen so many ships on one little map in my life. That whole area, just one convoluted.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I remember when we talked about this before. I've said this in the past. The Chinese take control of that. You're taking control of, God, I don't know, a large percentage of maritime traffic.
No, Johnny, it's not a gay bar, man. This ain't K and 10th Street, Sacramento. No, man, it's a whole chain. They even have them. I believe they have them in Europe and Asia as well.
Who do you know who put you in timeout, Jim? Come on, what's going on, guys?
No timeouts, homies.
Come on, guys. What's going on here? What is going on?
Don't get me wrong, though, Johnny. It does sounds pretty mo, but it's actually man, that was a fun time. Jesus.
Who the hell's timing people out there, guys? The hell? Moderators, I know it's not Moji, it's not Mark Graves, it's not Eric L.
Yeah, freedom of speech, man.
The heck is going on,
something
man?
off base like old Chardall the other day. Chardall was on one last time. Holy shit.
I don't know what's going on. I know.
Chardall was he was all about it.
D-shot. No, you don't have it.
It wouldn't. Nah,
Val, no.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Val could be effing with you.
I took a couple. I think I took Val off. Nothing personal. I just want to have less people, I think, having it just in case people are fat fingering it or something.
It's not me. I can't interact with the chat from StreamYard anyway, so it's not me.
Yeah, because when you're in StreamYard, you can't do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so-
can only do it through actual YouTube.
'Cause I do sometimes every once in a while I'll click on somebody's message just to kind of like, okay, there it is.
All right, right now I have Eric L, Will B, Dan, Matt, Mark Graves, and Mo G. I don't think any of those guys would have done that.
Oh yeah, it could get very political, Chase. Especially the higher ranks you get.
No, Dan wouldn't do that. Dan doesn't do that.
Maybe he could be Fat Finger from his Teeter hang up. I'm stuck.
If he's on the inversion table, yeah, maybe that happened.
Just messing around, yeah. Yeah, it could get very political, Chase.
For what?
That's
What is
for
this
sure.
promotion system pretty political in the military, or is it's not political as far as enlisted? I mean, I would say it's internally political once you get into the senior NCO issues. But as far as like outside your installation, no.
I remember various meetings
Now-
we'd have.
Officers is a whole different one. After colonel, that's when it starts getting political. I'm talking like up in Washington type political, because you have to get sponsored by a congressman, senator, whatever it may be.
If you're talking about inside politics, there's definitely that in the NCO Corps and the Army. I remember many meetings where,
But that's internal with the installation, right? For the most
right,
part.
well,
Yeah,
within the
it
unit,
doesn't get out. It shouldn't.
somebody would be like, hey, this person's up for, they're going to put their packet in for E5. What do you think? Yay or nay? Sign off or not. Or E6 or something like
Yeah,
that.
internally, yeah, there is definitely. When you get to the senior NCO, I'm talking E7 and above. From E1 to E6, no, that's all on your own. Well, a lot of it has to do with your enlisted performance reports too. So I guess to an extent, you could kind of get screwed that way. You shouldn't, but it's not perfect.
Okay, a question
Not
for
always
you.
perfect.
Is E5, are those automatic ranks for you guys? You automatically
You have to start testing at E5 and above.
okay.
No, you can't promote friends. No. They still, because what it is it's based, you get points in different ways.
Yeah.
3 ways. By an actual written test, which it's actually 2 written tests. It's basically you take a test on what you know about your job. You take a test about just Air Force in general stuff, like regulations, history, that type of stuff.
So you guys, you can test out your guys' job. We don't tell you how dumb we are.
Oh my God. Yeah, we got tested on our actual job.
No,
And
we
then
did.
you have your EPR, your evaluation performance reports. You get points for that. And you get points for how many decorations you have. So,
Yeah.
and depending what they have every year, they have what they call a cutoff. A cutoff is basically if you scored above the quote unquote cutoff, you got promoted. So if the cutoff was fairly low, a lot of people got promoted.
Right.
If it was high, of course, less people get promoted.
Oh, damn it, Johnny. You son of a bitch. I quit dipping after I got out of the Army, man. Well, yeah, just about a little bit after. I used to dip old Kodiak. Kodiak was my go-to. Oh, man. Hey, Copenhagen Wintergreen does sound pretty good right about now. Chase, I was in the Army. Our system was different than the Air Force. It was you got points for awards. Each award had different points to it. You got points for marksmanship, rifle, anything you qualified with. You got points for PT score, your correspondence courses, SSDs, college education, and stuff like that. Yeah, so we never got tested on our job though.
Yeah, senior. That's what Dan was telling me. I guess Kevin Gosman's got some shoulder issues. Not sure what kind of shoulder issues, but yeah. Uh-oh.
No, do not denigrate the welfare bear. Grizzly Wintergreen is some good shit. All it is just a cheaper version of Kodiak. You know that, right? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I used to buy big old logs of that of Kodiak Wintergreen, not Kodiak, but Kodiak and the Welfare Bear, if you will. Well, you know what was good too was that damn. I got hooked on for a while. Was that Skull Peach, of all things, it's pretty decent.
You golfed with the guy that was trying to recruit you into the army, huh? Wow. Interesting.
Trying to get you enlisted, man.
I remember when I was in, gosh, when was this? This is when I was at Travis. There was a program called Blue to Green.
Yeah.
You ever hear about that?
Yeah, we have it in the Army.
They still have it, Blue to Green?
Yeah.
Where people from the Air Force comes into the Army? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. My LT, my platoon leader, Lieutenant Wagoner, he was an Air Force E5 who came over the Army. He was a signal.
And they give him a commission, huh?
25
to fly
Alpha.
helicopters?
No, he was 25 Alpha. He was a signal nerd. But no, he was a cool dude. I actually him and I got along pretty well. He was a good LT, as we call him, good PO.
Senior said we used to chew Levi Garrett and Big League Chew.
Oh man, I used to do Red Man and then Juicy Fruit on top of that. We call that a Scooby snack.
Jeez.
You mix
Most spit ever, he says.
Well, I used to just gut the stuff, man. I never,
Big League Chew. I used to love freaking Big League Chew, man. That was some good stuff.
Man, I remember when I was a kid. Every time my mom take me to Packet Save, I'd be like 4 years old. We'd get Big League Chew.
Big League Chew, man. God, that stuff was great. Man, you just put a big old wad in when you were a kid.
Yeah, because you wanted to be a ball player, man.
You wanted to be a Lenny Dykstra out there.
Yep. That was some good stuff, man. Missed the old days. Haven't gotten any calls from recruiters, yeah. I got a call not too long ago. What in the hell? You guys must be really hurting there, man.
Grape flavor.
You know, they did away with that one. I just read about the other day. They did away with that damn what they call stripes. Remember the one that had like the zebra on it?
The zebra, yeah, those were hella good, man.
Yeah, those were the best ones. They were so flavorful, and you just
they were, man, very flavorful.
And then you would after the flavor went away, you just threw it out and put another wad in.
You just put another wad in,
dude. They discontinued it.
They discontinued. Wow.
Fruit Stripes. There it is. Yeah, Fruit Stripes. That was my favorite, man.
There we go. Wow, flavor lasted 2 seconds.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
I used to do that with damn Juicy Fruits, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sit there and chew it for a couple of times, spit it out, get another one in. Yep.
Yeah, exactly, Johnny. They knew what they were doing. You had to have 100.
All right, Senior, have a good one, man. Thanks for joining, man. We'll catch you NorCal tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Gosh, I think this is gonna about do it for us tonight. Good conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a whole bunch of different things. Do I want to go back to Civil? God, you know how that's my damn wheelhouse right there. Civil War.
Civil War.
Or World War One. You know what? Maybe we'll do some World War One stuff. Talk about all the craziness that happened up through to the lead up. Maybe we'll do that. The lead up to World War One.
Ooh, that gets interesting real quick.
Because it kind of goes along with that whole realpolitik that I talked about.
Right, and it mirrors what's happening right now.
Sorta. Not as many alliances.
Right.
But yeah, maybe we'll do that next time.
Oh yeah, Dan, I got a Sprouts. Literally, I could throw a rock at it from where I'm at right now.
So expensive though, man.
I tell you what though, if you want some good sausages like bratwurst to grill and whatnot, they make really good sausages.
Nice.
And they're only like $1 a pop too.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty damn good. That cheddar jalapeno bratwurst they got over there. Well, yeah, I recommend that one.
Not too bad, huh?
Oh yeah.
Favorite war movie? We'll hit that real quick before we get out. We hit that often.
Yeah. But you can't just have one favorite. There's always multiple.
I still like that 1917. That was a really good damn movie.
Yeah,
That was a really good movie. Glory, I love Glory.
Hey Dan, do you have an AJ's by you, or is it out in Scottsdale?
Red
Glory's
Sour-
good.
Go
like
in
them.
the old time for freebies in the bins. Great vegan soft chews.
Yeah, that AJ's is pretty cool, man. I can't wait to get down there. I think for me,
God, so many good.
God, there really is. I really like Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, I know.
For as hokey as it is,
But the
I mean,
acting was really good.
the acting was cool, and the cool part about it is it kind of made you think, like, could you imagine being one of those soldiers back then? I mean, holy shit. And then,
Shoulder to shoulder and just standing only a few hundred or not even 100 yards away, and you're
oh man,
just blasting each other with walls of lead.
and then the Outpost is a good one too. If you've never seen that one with Clint Eastwood's son in it,
Oh, is it good?
yeah, it's about the Battle of Camdesh.
Mm.
I've already got my spot. I'm actually I'm out in Oro Valley, Dan. I'll be out in North Tucson, Oro Valley. I got an AJ's Fine Foods there on Oracle Road. You can go hit up.
Black Hawk Down was actually pretty decent.
That wasn't a bad one.
That wasn't a bad one.
I'll
That
tell you what a
wasn't
shitty one was during that time period was Pearl Harbor.
I
Freaking
hated
awful.
Pearl Harbor. That was dumb.
Uh,
I didn't even finish it.
nasty
It
movie.
was dumb.
No, I went to the theater to watch it with my grandparents. We walked out of it back in
Yep.
the day, 20 million years ago.
You know, I don't know if this qualifies as military, but you know it was a damn good movie?
Hmm.
The Right Stuff.
I was going to mention that actually when we're talking about the aeronautics because it's actually free on YouTube to watch right now.
Yes.
And I was going to go watch it after this.
Fantastic movie, man. I like how
yeah.
they gave a nod to Chuck Yeager. I loved it. That was great.
I will be out by the El Conquistador golf course. That's where I'll be calling
Nice.
home for the next 14 months here pretty soon.
Oh, you're leaving? Oh, so you're going to still be here for a whole year, huh?
No. I'm out of here April 20.
Oh.
Last week of April.
Oh, wow. I thought you were leaving in the summer.
No, I decided to bump it up. And these clowns decided they were going to up my rent up by another $100 a month. And I was like, nah,
What?
I'll cut this thing short. I'm not paying $2,000 a month to stay in Citrus Heights, man. It's stupid.
Wow.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Wow.
I might as well be buying a house at that point. I mean, it's a freaking mortgage.
Tears of
Tears
the
of the
Sun.
Sun. Apocalypse Now Redux on Netflix is really good.
I love the smell pumping. Or hold on, I missed that one. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Sitting there surfing. I like the best part of he played that part so well. He's walking around, mortars are going off, doesn't even affect him at all. The other two guys are like rookies, and they're just sitting there like they're ducking and oh man, what's a
Trying to think. Band of Brothers, of course. I always go with Band of Brothers.
But
It's not really a movie, but it's still, for me, it's the all-time best for me.
The Pacific is good. Well, that's when the series started to get a little weird there because they started making that one a kind of a love story too, and I was like, skip through all that crap.
You know,
Waterloo.
I haven't even watched one episode of Masters of the Air. I heard it's pretty bad.
I have no inclination to watch it. I saw the previews for it, and there's nothing out there makes me want to go. Yep, I'm watching that.
Oh gosh, there's a movie that came out. I don't know if I'm
Indian in
gonna
the
be able to-
Cupboard. That actually was a pretty damn decent movie, Jim, when you were a kid.
There's a movie that just came out recently.
I had the
It's
book,
called-
bro.
It's called 20 Days in Mariupol.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I think it's going to be right up there with Restrepo to a certain extent. Basically,
Restrepo.
I don't know if you guys know, not Restrepo, Retrograde. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys
Retrograde.
know about this, but there was a huge battle in the towards the beginning of the the Russian-Ukrainian war. The city of Mariupol was under siege, and a bunch of civilians were getting caught up in that. It was pretty bad, but I guess it's a documentary type movie, kind of same thing as Retrograde. So yeah, I think when you're seeing innocents getting involved in that, I don't know, man. That takes it to a different level as far as I mean,
rough.
it's real life, but yeah, that just takes it to a whole different level.
That's one thing when people like you and I, get canceled out during wartime, but when you see kids,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
civilians,
it takes a whole different. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
it makes
Saving
you,
Private Ryan, I'm not. When it first came out, I liked it, but then after a while, it got just a little bit hokey to me.
yeah.
The first 20 minutes were great. The combat scenes were fantastic when they were taking
they
the
were.
radar station. That was fantastic. I love that scene. And then of course the big epic battle at the end. But as far as the story, I the characters, they made him a little bit too Hollywoodish. You know what I'm saying?
They did.
Tom Hanks was fantastic. But
Hacksaw Ridge. He was
Hacksaw Ridge, that was based on a true story.
combat medic.
Yeah, he earned a Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor is one of ours.
Yep.
I think how many medics have? I don't remember how. I should know this.
He saved a lot of men.
Probably a board question. There's a lot of. I can't remember how many medics have the Medal of Honor. I know one was awarded recently the Silver Star.
Interesting. Good point.
A
How
female.
many medics have earned the Medal of Honor? That's a great question. Huh. That is interesting. That's a show we could do, man.
I know a little bit about combat medic history. I used to be a donor to the Combat Medic Museum. I have my certificate somewhere. Out there at Fort
Nice.
Stone, Houston. If you guys are ever in San Antonio, you can actually go on the base there. They'll let you on base, and you could go to the Combat Medic Museum and go check out all the cool little inventions that's been created throughout the years through war, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the exhibits they have there is really cool. You'd like this. They have a train car, a medical train car.
Oh,
And
nice.
You can walk through there and see what this is the World War II train car that they would bring soldiers in on. And they would have a place for, a cafeteria. They even have a place for, for the soldiers that were wounded. They're treating,
Nice.
operating rooms, stuff like that. Really cool.
Wow.
And then they have a Humvee with an RPG sticking out of it.
Really didn't explode, UXO?
Didn't explode, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Good old UXOs. God, I remember doing that when we had trainings. You'd have to go do a freaking UXO sweep and all that crap. God, good old
Did you guys
days.
ever have to do the air fuel sweeps? Walking down the airline?
FOD walks. Yep.
That's gotta suck, dude.
Every morning you got to do a FOD walk. And then, I think once a quarter or something, they do a wing wide where everyone would walk down the runway
Mm-hmm.
doing a FOD walk. That was kind of just, I don't know. What
Yeah,
that
we
was
had
about,
to. We picked up cigarette butts.
but- Yep. You had to do that stuff.
Son of a bee.
Can't get that stuff ingested, man. Does horrible things to aircraft engines. All right, guys, getting ready to shut it down. Will, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it. It was a good discussion. Like I said, I think the next episode we're going to do the prelude to World War I. That's going to be good.
That'll be a fun one.
It'll be a fun one. There's a website I could go to where we could show all the damn alliances that were formed prior to when the war broke out. You can
Literally a game of Risk.
You could kind of see why World War I kicked off the way it did. No doubt about it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it, guys. No, Chardell, you cannot.
We're closing it down, my friend.
Closing it down. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. If it's not Sunday, then it'll be beginning of the week. Yeah. What's today? Thursday?
Yeah, it is Thursday.
Yeah, maybe Sunday. All right, guys. Again, thanks for the support. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, man.
See ya.
Deuces.